guys, Chuck here from Suppressor Central. I want to tell you the top 5 reasons we have for starting to shoot with a suppressor. Number 1 and foremost is just hearing safety. You wouldn't want to drive a motorcycle or a car or a lawnmower or anything without a muffler. So why in the world would you want to shoot a loud gun if you don't have to? I've always made the joke. It's funny how you can't go on any job site or you can't ride up and down any public road without a muffler on something to drive. And why in the world does the federal government let you shoot guns without a suppressor? It's crazy. Other countries, it's just unheard of not to have a suppressor on your gun, because all you want to do is make it to where it's enjoyable and it saves your hearing. You do not want that permanent hearing loss. Number 2 is that it just makes the shooting more fun. And for us, that's what it's all about. Whether you're target shooting or whether you're hunting, I want to make it more enjoyable, not for me, but for everyone else around me. When it comes to target shooting, we don't think about all the time as our neighbors and creating noise pollution. But how many times have you been sitting in the deer stand that hour before dark and you hear somebody out just burning through 50 rounds? It makes you mad because you're like, I want to enjoy this peaceful moment, but all you can hear is those gunshots. And those gunshots might be a mile away. Well, with a suppressor, now you're keeping your sound on your property and you're not ruining it for everybody else and just not creating that noise pollution that nobody likes. Number 3 is that the suppressors nowadays have gotten smaller and more efficient than they were ever before. The older suppressors that came out, they were big, clunky. A lot of them were made out of stainless steel. Some of them were made out of aluminum. They didn't hold up. The stainless steel ones were super heavy. I have some old ones that I got. My first suppressor I got in 1997. It weighs almost 4 pounds. And when you look at some of the new ones that are titanium and they come in, at basically pounds, you've taken it down to nothing now. So not only is it a lot more easy to put on your rifle, but it doesn't mess up your barrel harmonics, and they're a lot more accurate and just a whole lot better than they were in the past. Number 4 is suppressors aren't just for tactical purposes. For us, I'm not going hunting without one. For me, I'm getting up in age. I'm in my late 40s, and I don't want to lose any bit of my hearing. I'm looking at someday I'm going to have grandchildren, and I also want to be able to hear my wife talk to me when we're in a restaurant, but I'm not going to give up shooting. So don't think that you just have to have them if you're in a tactical situation where you're inside or you're trying to be quiet because you're shooting right beside someone else. Even just yourself out in the woods by yourself, you're going to do hearing damage every time you pull that trigger if you don't have a suppressed weapon. Lastly, we love to hunt with suppressors. It's legal to hunt in 41 different states with suppressors now, where it used to be you couldn't hunt in very many. So laws are changing, legislation is passing, and everybody's hunting with suppressors. If you have any more questions about why you should start shooting with a suppressor, check us out at silencercentral.com.